Oh, that's the height ceiling. Let's see if we can land her. Alright, perfect. Through the hoop. Come on, you can do it. No! No! Alright, perfection, yes. Oh, it took a little bit of damage, but as you can see, that's not a lot. Just try not to crash these into frostpine and you should be fine. Like, these things can scale snow mountains most definitely, as I have shown you that it can hit the height ceiling with just a single balloon. But I do not recommend it, because if you hit frostpine just once, the entire thing might disintegrate. Good merry evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe you understand, this really is a 3-part series finale, which I probably will not be doing more LEGO Fortnite videos after the 3rd episode. If you really do want quality LEGO Fortnite content, here are a couple of channels that I personally watch myself. The simpler one, I shall be first teaching you how to build, and then of course when I start to build it, it's turning into nighttime again. Alright, we do need the crane over here. I don't remember how to build the crane, we're gonna need a reference. My personal favorite though, you probably thought it was the goose that was my personal favorite, but my personal favorite is actually the crane, because the goose failed me many times. It was a little too snappy, and oh yeah, the one other benefit is when you get the seat glitch, you're able to exit just on the wing. Like, look, you get on, I get off. I'm still on the wing. That's, yeah, the seat glitch actually killed me in survival once with the mad goose, the goose. I have many good memories with the crane. All right, anyway, sentimentalities aside, let us finally begin. Small car jack. We don't need a big one, it's a single-seater, honestly. What's this called? The full name? Vehicle-based single rider. Okay. Don't need to mount any thrusters on that thing, if I remember correctly. Alright, platform bumper 02. We have to align it to somewhere over there. Alright, I'll give you a top-down view so you ladies and gentlemen know exactly where to mount this. We're going to mount it there. Same thing with the other side. Once again, I don't know why you were able to mount them like this, but I'm not complaining. Vehicle base 02, the long one. Make it the same height, make the floor flush. And then now platform bumper 01, snap it to the front. 01, right, 01. Same height. Go to make it red like this, and then nudge it in by 1 and 2. Same thing with the other side. Alright, make sure it's there. Right, you probably thought the leg was a little odd, but skates, okay? Why are skates so narrow? It's just physics. Alright, anyway. We stack 2 up like that, and then we stack the 3rd one somewhere in the middle there. Somewhere in the middle there. I mean, it doesn't have to be precise, this one. We're going to remove all 3 of that in a bit. You will see. Now, small thruster mounted at the edge, way on the edge of that thing. And now, the tricky part, the medium fender. Aim your crosshairs at that thruster that we just mounted, and then what we're going to do, we're going to put it in just about there, okay? Just about there. You see, now it's protruding, now it's not, now we mount it. And then we're going to need a thruster there, so why don't we mount it first? As I said earlier, we'll be destroying these pieces. Now, this is the only way the game will allow us to mount. I used to be able to mount the thruster directly onto the yellow bit, but now we're going to have to do this. All right, you see, now we're covering, now we're not. And now put it down there, set it there. Small thruster, snap it there. If you can't somewhat snap it, okay, we can snap it. All right. Now this is the tricky part. We aim our crosshairs at that thing. Essentially, just keep nudging it until you're able to. There we go. There we go. You see, just keep nudging it upwards until you're able to mount it there, because it's somewhat of a half stud space, and we're not really mounted. You see, there's actually a gap over there, so. This is the only way that we're able to mount it. Alright, let's just get the rear thrusters over with vehicle base 01 once again. Just snap it there and then move it until it forms a flat surface with the two pieces, the curved pieces on the rear. Small thruster. Snap it there, move it to there. Let's mount the other side first. And then once again, snap and then move. As you can see, that's how we mount the thrusters to that surface in particular. Why do we have to do that? Because if we don't, the thrusters will be faced like this. As you can see, there's some. Oh wait, we can actually do it. Never mind. All right, maybe you can skip that step since we can simply see. It's a little difficult, but yeah, it's possible. So that was my bad there. We don't really need to do that step. All right, there's one more thruster over there, and then over there. One more thruster over here. Right in the middle, you see. Right under the yellow tape. Right under the yellow tape. For the shoulder ones, they have to be right behind the driver's seat. Nudge them there. You see, red, green, and then move the one stud to the right. And then symmetrical on the other side. Alright, I believe that's all. Wait, final and most important thruster. I forgot it on the last time I built it. Alright. Right where the yellow tape ends. Over there. That's our channel 4 thruster. I should have done this earlier, sorry, but it lapsed in my mind. Therefore, we have to do it again. Vehicle base 0. We have to find vehicle base 01 in the menu again and mount it right there. Shouldn't be difficult, right? Everything's lined up in front, as you can see. Oh right, the chest storage device in the front. Well, we have to use the vehicle base again. So now, you see, now it's flush, and then once it's flush, we snap a little thruster up there, and then you can mount any chest you want. I believe they're the same weight. I haven't weighed them actually, but I believe that this chest is somewhat heavy. It's the same thing. You just have to try to move your crosshairs to the base. And then move it downwards. And face the nub upwards, maybe. So it doesn't scrape the ground. The chair and balloon will be last. Just in case something goes terribly wrong and then it starts drifting off into the atmosphere. That happens sometimes. I still have PTSD from the many times that it has happened. For the... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't decide on an accent. For the free version, there's one problem here. Let me just show you, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. I don't know why that thing weighs so much. Look, one of that still weighs more than 4 of these. And maybe even this. These weigh the same. These copper, everything made from copper seems to weigh the same. But as you can see, that light is really heavy. It's made of plastoid, but I don't understand why it's so heavy. Alright, but anyway, if you do have the Tinkerer's light, you just mount one of them on each end, on each side, okay? Okay, on the second stud from the fourth stud from the inside. Okay, fourth stud from the inside. So if you ladies and gentlemen have the Tinkerer's light, it will be on this particular piece will be mounted. Alright, fourth stud there. You see this is stud 1, stud 2, 3, and 4. And absolutely on the edge, okay? We have to do the same for the other side. Right there. This is for the ladies and gentlemen who have the Tinker's Light, because as I have shown you, I don't know why they weigh as much as your mother. But for those that do not have the Tinker's Light, we're going to have to compensate. It's fine to compensate with 2 lanterns. Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Record Keeper from the future. These lights were mounted in the wrong position. We have a little too much weight in front, so we're going to be mounting the thruster once again just to get the lights to flip. Immediately green and then 1 from there, okay? And then another green. Immediately from there. And then another green. Alright, this is the completely free version. I'm fairly sure there are no pieces that require any form of microtransactions. I have never seen a round steering wheel used to control a flying machine, so we're going to go with the small driver's seat, just right up against the back over there like that. Small balloon to christen the final touch. Just snap it right over there in the middle. Alright, before you let it go, make sure we have all the thrusters ready, okay? This is the up thruster. The single up thruster. Channel 4. This one rolls it to the left. This one rolls it to the left. Left, therefore, channel 3. Right is channel 2. Rolls it to the right, channel 2. This one turns it to the right, channel 2. This one turns it to the left, channel 3. And this one pushes the left side, tucks the left side in, therefore turns it to the left. This one tucks the right side in, therefore turns it to the right. And now I believe we're done. Oh wait, one more. These are to make sure the roll is balanced top and bottom. So this one pushes the left side down, therefore turns it to the left. This one pushes the right side down, therefore rolls it to the right. And as for the 3 forward thrusters, we'll have, this is forward thruster number 1, forward thruster number 2, and forward thruster number 3. Alright. Hopefully I don't have to relog to get her to function. But anyway. Gracefully she descends onto the grass. Oh, lovely, she works. That's a first. And I thought I would have had to relog. Because you know you can't spell relog without Lego, right? Oh. Why is the front a little heavy? Alright, the crane. The crane. This is a little bit of a boutique build. They weigh roughly the same, but this one is a little stabler in handling. These are extremely lightweight vehicles, therefore the weight balance is also extremely delicate. Vehicle base single rider. Let's mount the rear stock first. Vehicle base 01. Line it up with the back. Go up by 1, 2, and maybe 3. And then 1 towards the back. And 1 more vehicle base 01 out here. And proceed to put the thruster on it. And now back to the rear medium fender. We flip it with the thruster. And then try to get it to line up as low as possible, okay? As low as you can go with. Okay, apparently that is the lowest we can mount it. After we're done with that, don't remove these yet. Platform bumper 01 to the sides of it. We want this to be the right way up, okay? So, as you can see, this one goes there. If the thruster was blocking you, I should have removed this one first. But anyway, yeah, we can remove the thruster first, symmetrically on the other side. We're going to need a piece over there because just to help us mount the thrusters. We're going to use this trick to coerce the thruster to, like, this is flush, right? And then that's 1, and then 2. Alright, so 2. You move it up by 2. And then we remove that. We don't need that one. Vehicle base 01. Small curved platform bumper. Face the yellow tape forward and then mount it right on the edge. Same thing on the other side. And then large curved platform bumper. Now we flip this one around and then border it by 3 studs. Essentially snap it and then go 1 and then go 2. These are crucial to mount for the turn thrusters. Platform bumper 01. I wish you could snap it to the main fuselage, but unfortunately that's not possible. At the moment, at least. Right there. You will see the butt is flat. It's completely flat like that. Now, to get the right mount for the storage and then the nose, we will have to mount the seat first. Okay, for the nose. The chin specifically will need a vehicle base 02. It does need this chin for weight distribution purposes. Same spot as the SSFP-1. Palatial chest. Face the nose inwards. Face the nose inwards because we will need clearance on the other side. Whatever weighs the same as that yellow thing, you can mount it, but if you want to, build it exactly as I have built it, then we'll have to do this. Okay, it's a bit convoluted, but stick with me. It's essentially the thruster trick again. Base 01. Okay, vehicle base 01. Snap it and then move it 1 and 2. Now, medium fender, our best friend in building these baddies. 1 and then 2. I believe that's the limit. I believe there, that is absolutely the limit. Now we promptly remove the scaffolding that we used and that one. Alright, now the tricky part of the thrusters. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, did you know you can do this if something is blocking, if your car jack is blocking, your car jack is in the way of one of your thrusters that you will have to mount, you can essentially just place a new car jack. Oh no, I somewhat went under it and then removed the other one. And see, we're still able to do that. Just make sure your car jack is connected to the ground when you do that. We have one there. Actually, it would be lovely if this thing was closer to me. We want one there and one there. Just mount it as close to the inside as possible, essentially. Alright, one there. Oh, those are all of the thrusters on the back. Shoulder thrusters. Right there. Another one right there. Alright, these thrusters, what they do is the roll. Remember, the roll has to be balanced top and bottom, so mount these over here. As you can see, we're right on the wing, but fairly close towards the inside. We're 1 stud towards the center line of the fuselage. And finally, I believe these are the last thrusters. Just mount them as close as possible to the front, like that. I mean, to the fuselage. Stick them on the front and as close as possible to the fuselage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to forgive me for doing this, but I forgot to add the channel 4 thruster right over here. Where the yellow tape touches the brown piece, and set it to channel 4. Also, one other thing I forgot is the lights. Let's pretend that it's still on the car jack, okay? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you have the Tinkerer's light trending towards the inside, you see, not there, okay? Not towards the outside, towards the inside, like this. Same thing here. Remember, it's on the inside. And go as far out. And 1, 2, 3. If you don't have the Tinkerer's light, let's do the same thing as the other aircraft, actually. We're going to be mounting it there, and then there. I'm going to be mounting it there, and then there. Alright, now for the channels. This one, forward. Another The one on the yellow strip, by the way, that one's forward. And then this one. Forward. That one. Forward. This one pushes to the right. This one pushes to the left. This one rolls to the right. This one rolls to the left. The one on the right, by the way, okay? The one on the right facing down, this one rolls us to the left, therefore channel 3. Alright. Did we do this one yet? Alright, this one pushes to the left. No, wait, sorry. Oh, we already did that one. This one adds drag on, this one pushes, rotates to the right. This one rotates us right. This one rotates us left. This one pushes the left down, therefore it turns to the left. This one pushes the right down, therefore rolls us to the right. Okay, I believe that is everything. And now, at last, to christen it. The final touch to christen it. Snap the balloon right there. And I believe we are good to go. Oh, no. Ah. Forgot to add the lights. Oh, we're gonna have to flip it. Lovely. Oh, that's about the right weight balance indeed. Oh, that's a good weight balance. These are extremely fast, by the way. Because probably due to the power, the thrust to weight ratio. I think we've hit somewhat of an airspeed limit. Let's see if we can pass that track once again. It's the same thing. It behaves a little different, but as to how to fly them, they're about the same across the SSFP-1 and 2. Essentially, if you want to turn them without having the nose tilt downwards, you're going to have to use turn and channel 4 at the same time, and then maybe hit channel 4 again to regain your altitude. And sometimes when the channel 4 doesn't shut off, you do a backflip, just like that. Alright, 3 and 4 at the same time, and a little bit of 4 to gain back your altitude. 2 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. And then a little bit of 4 to gain back your altitude. What happens if you hit 3 and 4 for too long? That happens. So you will have to shut them off immediately. As to how to climb to the stratosphere, well, just aim it. Use channel 4, keep using channel 4 until your nose is perfectly straight, okay? When your nose is pointing straight up, shut off channel 4 and then we'll get an ascent. And if it's starting to trend downwards, just rotate it. And then make sure just keep rotating until make sure your nose is pointed upwards. See that? As long as your nose is pointed upwards, you will hit the height ceiling. There we go, we've hit the height ceiling. Alright, if you want to go down, turn first and then apply channel 1. Okay. Do we remember? Shut off channel 1, turn, and then apply channel 1, and then we have a downward force. Actually, let's see if she can make it through the hoop. Oh, barely. I scraped pretty hard. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, with enough practice, this thing is quite flyable. We can avoid obstacles like that, absolutely no problem. And go downwards. Oh, it also functions as a pretty good boat. If you're just exploring in the water, you can simply use the turn thrusters like that. And it somewhat functions as a rocket car as well. Right, another splendid feature of these things is that if your weight is balanced correctly, it should maintain cruising altitude. Look. Channel 1. Now, same thing with this one. Somewhat maintains cruising altitude. You see, we do drop off a little more, but overall decent. Just bring this thing up to a decent altitude. And then you can let it cruise. Just leave channel 1 on and it will cruise. Cruises fairly fast too, as you can see the movement on the map. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the record keeper and hopefully you have been well. Have a pleasant merry evening. Oh, and if you like the music used in this video, it was actually something I wrote last Christmas. It didn't quite kick off, but if you would like to check it out, the link will be in the description. In your average flying machine in LEGO Fortnite, right, you see that the balloons are mounted facing upwards. And while that's very nice and well, and it probably just works brilliant, you know, there's absolutely no need to make flying machines of my type, because this works brilliantly, okay? Essentially, all of this is due to my pursuit of this one thing that I want to make it do, basically to make it roll, okay? Just make it roll controllably, essentially, freely roll. And this thing won't do it. Why? Because I've discovered that there's somewhat of a centering force emerging from the bulb of the balloon. It's strongest at the bulb of the balloon and it gets weaker as it goes down the stalk. Like that. So that's why it causes something of a pendulum effect. So it's almost like when you shut off your thrusters, right? You'll find that your machine wobbles a bit to the left and right. That's because it's almost like hanging on the bulb of the balloon. What I had to do was to neuter this force, this self-centering force of the balloon. I found out that if I mounted the balloon facing outwards, while it's a lot weaker, the force, you know, the swinging, the pendulum thing is a lot weaker on this type of setup. But what happens is that when turned into certain directions, right? Essentially, in this particular drawing, when turned facing upwards, you can still feel that pendulum force coming in. How I managed to neuter that force is to mount the balloon facing inwards. And why does that work? That almost completely bullies that force from the balloon into oblivion, because this creates something of a lever. The entire block, which is of course facing against the balloon right now, the center of mass down there, it essentially it acts as a lever to counteract the self-centering force of the balloon. So we still get the lift, okay? The lift of the balloon will always be there. We get the full lift of the balloon, but at the same time we don't have that annoying centering effect.